Do you ever get involved in any projects that require you to do some prep work? With household projects like painting, for example, the preparation work can sometimes take longer than the actual chore. Normally, there is planning and preparation involved, which requires a significant percentage of the overall work period. Experienced people know this, and they also know that cutting corners isn't an option when they care about finished results. What is your definition of pre-call planning? Is pre-call planning necessary? Why? How does it benefit you? Can you list 5 activities that you could include in your pre-call preparation? The abbreviated definition of pre-call planning is research, reviewing account history, preparing for the meeting, writing down some appropriate questions. Is pre-call planning necessary? Absolutely it is. Why? Pre-call planning is necessary for the following reasons: to help you set your call objectives, to help you establish a frame of mind, project a higher level of professionalism, makes you more able to create a framework or agenda for the appointment because you know what to cover during the meeting. Pre-call planning benefits you in the following ways. It increases your confidence. It helps you to focus and stay on track. It impresses the prospect. It empowers you to lead the conversation. It makes it more possible for you to assess and qualify prospect needs. It's a more efficient way of doing business. It ensures the likelihood of a positive outcome. Activities that could be included in your pre-call preparation include planning your call objectives, investigating the status of the company, are they growing for instance, reviewing the account history, sales, complaints, returns, collecting information from various sources including the internet and your work colleagues, learning who their competition is, gathering personal information on the buyers using the internet, a Google search, or social sites like LinkedIn and Facebook, preparing or determining which products or solutions to focus your questions on, discuss, highlight, or lead towards. Prepare your sales tools and samples. Prepare a strategy for objections. Develop a questioning strategy. How would you define what sales appointment objectives are? Why are objectives necessary? Who do the objectives help? What are some typical objectives that you might have for a sales meeting with a customer? Sales appointment objectives are goals for your desired outcome for the sales interview. Items that you wish to accomplish or information to uncover during your meeting. A target that helps determine or gauge if you have achieved a successful outcome. Structure or outline for the needs assessment. Objectives are necessary because they provide an agenda, starting point, and focus for the meeting. They help you to structure a framework for questions to ask and to gain prospect acceptance and participation in the interview. Objectives help everyone who's involved in the sales process. Neil Rackham is touted as the professor of professional selling, and in his best-selling book, Spin Selling, he states, "The first step in successful closing is to set the right objectives." You are preparing for a first meeting with a corporate client. The opportunity represents huge potential. As you prepare for the meeting, what are some of the typical objectives that you might have? Think about the many hurdles that you must typically leap over on the journey to securing new business. Here are a few examples. To secure the business, complete a credit application. This, of course, is the ultimate objective. Build confidence and trust in your abilities as a supplier. Gain permission to invite and involve other key individuals into the process, now or at a future meeting. Uncover enough compelling reasons, needs, for the prospect to be prepared to consider you as a supplier. Use the information uncovered to prepare a proposal to be presented at a later date. Depending on the nature of your business and the typical sales cycle, you might have also said, gather samples, provide samples, set up a trial, arrange a demonstration meeting, etc. What must be unique about your approach in order to achieve your objectives? It is imperative that you separate yourself from the competition and the same old approach used by most of your competitors. You must not produce brochures, literature, marketing materials, or any other sales aids during the needs assessment. You must focus on asking questions, gaining information, listening intently, and digging deeper to truly understand the customer and their business. You must not jump to conclusions or switch gears into selling mode until the appropriate timing arises. In the 2004 movie The Bourne Supremacy starring Matt Damon, there is a scene where Jason Bourne reveals himself by providing a flagged passport while passing through customs. Jason Bourne's former handler Nikki states, "It's not a mistake. They don't make mistakes. They don't do random. There's always an objective, always a target." To become one of the elite in the world of professional selling, follow the lead of other high performers. Don't do random. Take deliberate actions. Always have a purpose in mind for every question that you ask. Always have an objective. Always have a target. This approach could be described as the deliberate delayed sale. As the lead, you are purposely slowing down the sales process. Learning Spotlight number 1. It's time to review what we've covered so far. Each question in the quiz has a 90-second time limit, and the quiz has a 15-minute time limit. You cannot pause the quiz once you begin. The quiz includes many types of questions, including true or false, drag and drop, multiple answers, etc. Read the questions carefully and make sure you understand what is being asked before submitting your response. Many of the questions or variations of them will be included in the final exam. You will be graded, and the passing grade for the quiz is 70%. You will have 3 chances to attain a passing grade. If you fail to attain a passing grade after 3 attempts, you will be locked out of the course. You will have an opportunity to review the quiz responses upon successful completion. If you wish to review the previous slides and sections, do so before advancing. Upon completion of the quiz, please click on the green Next button with the white arrow in order to advance to the next step in the learning path. This concludes step number 2 of the learning path. Please click on the green Next button with the white arrow in order to advance when you are ready to proceed.